Be kind wherever possible. It is always possible. The Dalai Lama. Okay, Mrs. Emmett, yeah, no problem. Yep, okay. Yep. Right. Okay. Have a nice day. Okay. Enjoy your lunch. Oh, I love her. I love you. Isn't it nice when people do random acts of kindness? Oh, that's made me feel lovely. I love you. Oh, hi there. Buenos dias. Bonjour tout le monde. J'adore. Hi guys. Now, how lucky am I? I have just come into my office and I have had 3 random scrunched up bits of paper left on my desk. But all of them have a lovely message. That's because these are random acts of kindness. And I'm going to speak to you about random acts of kindness today in Assembly, because that's what it's all about. December is the month of random acts of kindness. Now, I actually had a really big random act of kindness at the weekend. Complete stranger helped me when I was in trouble. What happened, I was coming off the Kingsway. I was on my motorbike. I was coming off the Kingsway and I was up at the circle, just about to go round by Tesco's, and my motorbike conked out. Couldn't get it to start. I thought, what am I going to do? I can't phone anyone. I can't get the bike to go again. All the traffic was coming up behind me. I have to say, I actually really panicked. But this really, really nice guy put down his window. He said, can I help you? And I said, my bike just won't go. He says, right, I'll hold the traffic back so that you can get safely to the other side of the circle. So off it goes, pushing my motorbike round to the other side of the circle. The guy comes behind, going really slowly, making sure that no cars hit me. Got over to the other side. He drove past, gave him a wave. I thought, that's it, fine. That was really nice. I'll get home from here. Well, did he not go and park his car round the back at Toys R Us and come back to try and help me to get the motorbike to go? So how is that for a random act of kindness? I was so pleased that he came back to help me. Still didn't get the bike going, but at least he made sure I was safe. Now that is an act of kindness that I won't forget. So as I say, today's Assembly is going to be about random acts of kindness. We're going to talk a bit more about what these kind of things are. There's going to be a bit of a story. We are also going to do Stars of the Week. I'm also going to tell you a wee bit about Advent and what's happening in terms of stories and also food bank collection. And we will also have our shout outs. So it's going to be a busy, busy Assembly. So stay tuned. And they might not all be coming from my office. Today's Assembly is about kindness. I have got a story that I want to tell you, and it's a story of a very cranky bear. Now, I know it's going to be backwards on the screen, but I'm going to show you the pictures and I'm going to read it. And this is the story. It says, in the jingle jangle jungle on a cold and rainy day, 4 little friends found a perfect place to play. Moose had marvellous antlers and Lion a golden mane. Zebra, fantastic stripes, and a sheep, well, sheep was just plain. So, let's see what happens in the story of the very cranky bear. In the jingle jangle jungle, on a cold and rainy day, 4 little friends found a perfect place to play. Moose had marvellous antlers, and Lion a golden mane. Zebra had fantastic stripes, and Sheep, well, Sheep was plain. None of them had noticed that someone else was there. Sleeping in the cave was a very cranky bear. Roar! Went the cranky bear. Roar! 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 He gnashed his teeth and stomped his feet and chased them out the door. So in the jingle jangle jungle, on a cold and rainy day, 4 little friends had nowhere warm to play. Wait a minute, said Zebra, as she scratched her furry chin. Maybe if we cheered him up, he'd let us come back in. If I did not have stripes, she said, I'd be cranky too. We should give the bear some stripes. That's what we should do. Stripes are silly, Moose complained, especially on a bear. My antlers always cheer me up. Let's give the bear a pair. No, 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 said the Lion. Antlers are a bore. A golden mane like mine, he said, will cheer him up for sure. So Zebra fetched a tin of mud and Lion some grass of gold. Moose got 2 big branches and Sheep, well, Sheep got cold. Sheep was getting worried. They've been eaten up for sure. And then from the cave there came a very cranky roar. Zebra, Lion, Moose ran out and Bear was right behind them. They hid behind the bushes where they'd hoped he wouldn't find them. Why is he still cranky? He's got antlers, stripes and mane. Before we gave him those, the Lion said, he looked so very plain. Look at silly Bear. As Bear stormed back inside the cave, he turned and roared at Sheep. All I really want, he said, is a quiet place to sleep. So Sheep fetched a pair of clippers and she clipped off half her wool. She stuffed it in a cotton bag until the bag was full. She tiptoed back inside the cave. Excuse me, Bear, she said. Would you like a pillow for underneath your head? Well, thank you very much, said Bear, and soon he fell asleep. Maybe he was dreaming of a plain but thoughtful sheep. So look at all these things, these random acts of kindness that Zebra, Lion, Sheep and Moose did for the cranky bear. Sometimes you do things that are kind and maybe it doesn't always work, but if you keep going, it will work eventually. So remember, be kind to each other. Let's see some random acts of kindness. So here's the random acts of kindness advent calendar. Now, I'm going to make sure that all your teachers have this. And every day you can open one of the windows. Now, to open one of the windows, you just click on the box. So we're now on the 4th of December. So let's see what, because you have to play catch up because we're 4 days in. So you open today's and then there'll be the 1st, 2nd and 3rd that you have to do. And I'm also going to open the 5th and the 6th so that you see what you've got to do over the weekend as an act of Christmas kindness. So let's see. Door number 1. Feed some birds or ducks in a pond. Okay, so any stale bread or anything, chuck it out, feed it to the birds. So that's for the 1st. On the 2nd, compliment a friend or a relative. Now, to give somebody a compliment, it means that you say something good about them. So, you've got lovely hair, or I like the clothes that you wear. Anything at all. Okay. Then, on the 3rd, Make a card for an elderly neighbour. So one of your neighbours that's a wee bit older, make a nice Christmas card for them. That would be nice. Now for today, volunteer to help a neighbour with gardening or car washing. Now, looking at the weather this weekend, it's going to be quite cold. So I'm just going to say volunteer to help a neighbour with something. It could be as small as putting their bin out for them, or speaking to the postman and saying, I'll put their letters through the letterbox. Okay? Or knock on the door and say, hi, I just wanted to have a wee chat with you. So that's what you have to do for today. Then, tomorrow, which is Saturday, take cakes or cookies to your local homeless shelter. Now that one might be a wee bit tricky for some of you. So I'm going to say take cakes or cookies to someone you care about. So that's for Saturday. Then on Sunday, leave a kind note for someone you love. Now that happened to me at the start of assembly. Someone left a note on my desk saying, I love you. So leave a kind note for someone you love. It doesn't have to say I love you. It could say anything at all, but it's from you to them. So that will take us up to Sunday. So on Monday, when you come in, your teacher will open door number 7. So there's your challenge. Let's see if we can guess what the acts of Christmas kindness are that I'm seeing every single day of the week. Because primary 3, I don't know how many adults have noticed, but primary 3 have been learning a lot of French. And the task was for the adults to see how many folk had done it. So that was their task. So my task for you is let's see if folk can guess what the random act of Christmas kindness is that you have every day of the week. Have fun, guys.
I'm currently in the playground and we're interviewing children to find out what they know about random acts of kindness. I've got some helpers here, they're a bit hyper about it. So let's go and see what our kids think are random acts of kindness. Let's go! What would be a random act of kindness?
Helping someone tie their laces.
Brilliant! Okay, guys, what would be a random act of kindness?
Holding a door for someone.
Hold the door for someone, brilliant, right. A random act of kindness, what would it be?
Do not leave people out.
Not leave people out, fantastic. Girls, a random act of kindness. Millie, a random act of kindness, what would that be?
Helping your friends when they're tough times.
Brilliant, helping you. Give me a random act of kindness. Okay, helping your friends when they're stuck. Anything else? Being respectful. What could you do out with school that would be a random act of kindness?
Pushing your granddad's helping the elders.
Helping who, Caitlin?
Elders.
Elders, absolutely brilliant, well done. Right, Mackenzie, what could you do out of school that is a random act of kindness?
Help my mum when she's upset when she can't see her family.
Yeah, brilliant, love it. What's an act of kindness?
Be nice to people and say thank you when they open the door.
Oh, fantastic. What is an act of kindness? What could you do to be kind? Sorry, Daniel? Help them. That would be good. What about sharing your chocolate dip dab thing? Okay then. Right, guys. What is a random act of kindness?
Sharing things.
Sharing things, manners.
Complimenting.
Complimenting. That's not an act of kindness, stealing it.
Yes, that is for me. Helping someone if they fall.
Excellent. What about out with school? What could you do out with school for a random act of kindness?
Play with them if they're if they're not with anyone.
Okay, cool. Thanks, guys. Right, what is a random act of kindness? Thomas.
Like when somebody falls over and you check if they're okay, and if they're not, you hand them to a teacher.
Okay, cool. Anybody else?
Never leaving anyone out.
Not leaving people out?
Never be mean and always be a friend.
Okay, cool. What about outside school? What could you do outside school and who could you help?
And not be a bully. Not
could
be
not be
bullied and
bullied.
help your friends.
Help your friends. What about your family?
Help people cross the road. Always help them.
Always help them. It's a nice mouthful of biscuit there. Okay, thanks guys. So what can we do?
Share with them.
Okay,
Make them laugh.
make them laugh.
Cheer them up.
Cheer them up. Not force them to talk on camera. Girls, what could you do to be kind?
I would help my mum clean up her room.
Excellent. What would you do?
I would help my mum tidy as well.
Okay, what about you, Millie?
I would help my mum do dishes.
Fantastic, Millie. What about you, Matilda?
I'd help my mum do the washing.
Do the washing. Brilliant. Matilda, Millie, Maisie and Darcy, thank you very much. Right, Grace, what would you do to be kind to somebody?
Gift them a toy.
Fantastic, Grace. What about you, Cody? What would you do to be kind to somebody?
Give them a present.
Give them a present. That would be lovely. Excellent. What about Neve? What would you do to be kind?
I would probably, if your mum wanted to clean the house, I would help.
Amazing. Excellent. Thank you. What about you, Brooke? What would you do?
If someone's feeling sad, then I would play with them.
Brilliant. What would you do to be kind to somebody?
I'll give them one of my toys to keep them.
Oh, lovely. Thank you.
You can see that a lot of you know what a random act of kindness is. Now, I'm going to make sure that every class gets a list of random acts of kindness. And I would like you to see, for the month of December, how many different random acts of kindness you can do. So I'm out in the playground at lunchtimes. I'll be checking and I'll be having a look to see, and you can come and tell me what you have been doing. And the focus of the Happy Hearts chart this week is random acts of kindness. So let's have a look at a wee video of just people, random people, doing random acts of kindness.
Wanted to give you a hug.
What's up, dude? Be safe on the road today, bro. I like a guy in uniform, brother.
What are you doing, Jade? Tell me. Are you leaving flowers on everyone's doorstep?
Skip you.
Like the mileage.
Yeah, fast. It's my girl.
Been picking on you, bro. I bought some jade, bro.
Are you real for that? For real?
Yeah, bro, I swear, bro. I bought some jade, bro. I bought for you, bro. Bro, do them on, bro.
Oh, you got the day out one time free
Yeah,
and then
one time for you.
Oh yeah, you got the day out today.
Hey, man.
Yeah,
Yeah, but you gotta do me a favor. Don't sell any of them. Give them all away. I'll give you a pound. I'm quickly.
For anybody who wants a rose, you can come and get one.
So here's some random acts of kindness to try. Let somebody go first. Help a friend with their work. Ask somebody who's by themselves to come and play. Let somebody go in front of you in the line. Bring flowers for a grown-up. Share your snack. Make a drink for someone. Thank somebody. Give somebody a hug. Give some toys to a charity shop. Draw somebody a picture. Pick up litter. Read a story to somebody younger. Make a new friend. Help to wash somebody's car. Help a grown-up with a job. Smile at people. Tidy your bedroom. Help somebody who has dropped something. Feed the birds. Some things are so small, but they can make all the difference. I like number 17. Smile at people. Shout out time. So, a little bit of information about Advent. We are doing a special food bank collection throughout Advent. So every morning when Mr. Johnson and I stand at the gate, there is going to be a box where you can either bring stuff in or adults can bring stuff in, dump them in the box. We will quarantine them, sanitise them, and then distribute them to people who actually really need them for Christmas. So that's every morning the food bank box will be there. Stars of the week. And the first star of the week goes to Darcy for always giving 100% in all areas of her learning. Well done, Darcy. And the next one is Jacob in P3SP for being an enthusiastic learner and engaging in all discussions. Now that looks to me as if it could be from Mr. Solomon, so well done, Jacob. And the next one is Summer in P4D for being a positive influence and setting a great example. I'm absolutely delighted, Summer. Well done. Primary 1G, we have Jaden for making positive choices and having a positive attitude. And he always has a big grin. Well done, Jaden. Primary 1C, this goes to Abby for trying hard to show kindness and respect to everyone. Abby, I'm absolutely delighted. It's so good to see that you're following the school rules of kindness and respect. Bailey in Primary 6M for always having a positive attitude and applying herself in all aspects of her learning. Well done. Absolutely, Bailey, well done. And actually, it's a well done to the whole of Primary 6M because we did our first ever live lesson last week in class and it was absolutely brilliant. So really proud of all of you, did really well. Well done. Orla B in 2W for trying hard to follow the listening rules. Well done, Orla. Lara in P4B for always being a fantastic and enthusiastic contributor and listener. I absolutely agree with that. Well done, Lara. PJ in P3SP for always super listening in gym with Mr. J. Well done, PJ. Sasha in P6S for showing lovely manners in the dining hall. And that's another one from Mr. J. Well done, Sasha. Another one for P3SP. Brooke for being helpful, working hard and engaging in all learning. Well done, Brooke. Absolutely delighted. Hashim in P5H for putting 100% effort into a fitness session. Well done to you, Hashim. Then we have Maisie in P3C for always trying her hardest with all classwork. I absolutely agree. Well done, Maisie. Kayla in P7C for working very hard to follow the classroom rules this week. Thank you. Absolutely, thank you. Well done. And what a happy house that'll be this week. Kayla and Summer getting a mention as a star of the week. And this one is a special one, Miss Graham. We have thoroughly enjoyed having you in school. And this is a message from P7DS for being a fantastic teacher. Thank you and good luck. We've also had Miss Coleman in P3SP, and I would love to say a huge big thank you and well done to Miss Coleman, and good luck in the future to both of you. Alicia Gray in P7DS for being so caring, kind and helpful. You are a star. I absolutely agree, Alicia. Well done. And this one goes to Hadil in P5B for settling in well at a new school and for always trying her best. And up in the top corner there, you can see the message for Hadil in Arabic. I hope it has translated properly, and it doesn't read that she's having fish and chips for tea tonight. Well done, Hadil. This one goes to Mackenzie in P6M for being a fantastic and motivating partner during our fitness challenge. Lots of things coming from Jim and PE and Mr. Brash's work this week. Well done. Victoria in P6S for staying focused on her tasks and having a positive attitude towards her learning. I have actually heard that you've had a brilliant week, Victoria, so well done, really proud of you. And Lamira in P6S for taking her time to create her best, neatest work this year. Well done, Lamira. Absolutely brilliant. All of our stars have done a fabulous job this week. Makes me so proud when I get to read all these out.